Hello friends, this is Ayappa Prasad from Konambakam Undiluted. Tamil cinema especially has been known to have its base or its strength was always the fan clubs. Even today when big films in Bollywood are crashing, the actors who have come down south and who have worked here and gone back say that, it is the fan clubs in the south that is keeping these movies running and that is where the crowds are coming in. And that is what lacks Bollywood. This thing has been a phenomenon, and that has been sometimes a matter of ridicule also, especially in case of Rajinikanth, where many Hindi movies are made about this Tarewa bit, fans Tarewa and all that thing, fans calling him Tarewa and so on. So this recently, that is not recently, that was yesterday, that is December 12th of 2022, a very unfortunate incident. The thing is that, it's not the first time, but this time it is quite glaring because Rajinikanth's birthday was yesterday and just 2 days or 3 days back or even 1 week back, he has been on social media or rather his film Baba has been promoted so much that, everywhere left, right and center. You are having photographs of him sitting and in the editing table, listening to music with Rahman and working on Baba to release it around the 12th. And he gave a lot of speeches and put out a video saying how he is emotionally moved with all the support that he got for the re-release on the first day. And his fans have posted videos of people standing up at 4 o'clock in the morning at the theater to see this almost, I think, 15 or 20 years back old movie. This is one of the biggest flops of his career. Now, the point is, apart from all that, the point is that. For several years or for decades, I think he has been always been asking his fans not to come to Chennai to meet him on his birthday. And he always puts out an ad in a Tamil newspaper saying that as he is going out of station, please don't come to my house in Poets Garden, Chennai. And once during my interaction with him, at that time we used to meet quite often because we were doing movies quite often. So we, as a job, he has to meet us, and we, as a job, have to meet him. So we keep meeting him often at that time because we were doing 4 to 5 movies a year. So we asked him, and he said, see, it becomes a big nuisance because people come in truckloads from different districts to Chennai, and they make life miserable for people in Chennai. And Poets Garden is a posh area. This is where Jayalalitha stays also, by the way. And so it all becomes very nasty. And then you have a function in the evening there, another big thing is happening. And so when there are accidents happening when they come to the city and going back and all that. So do it in your hometown, in places nearby. Don't come and spend your money and do all these things. And anyway, at that time he used to meet fans every day in the morning. Whenever he's in Chennai morning, he used to keep 2 hours in the morning to meet fans. And he had a inbuilt light picture at the porch where in early morning, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, when he used to come out and stand there, fans will be there, lights will be shining on them. There will be a photographer who will keep clipping, and the photographs will go through the mandram to the fans' houses if they leave their addresses and their books in the kept in the house. Yesterday, those fans turned up and they came to see Baba also. I think they came, they saw Baba, cheered Baba, and all this thing, and then they all turned up at not all. It was a couple of hundreds, I think, one or maybe 100, close to 100. People turned up at Pearl Garden and they were standing. It was a cyclone was passing via through close to Chennai, Mahabalipuram, and these people were standing there in the rain and eating the. And Madam Lata Rajinikanth comes out in the early morning, not early morning, somewhere around 8, 9 o'clock. After having a breakfast, she finds like a lot of people standing outside her gate, and she says, "Oh my God, what are you people doing here? He is not here in town. Please go home. Sorry." And that's all. The fans were treated, it's a bad state, I can understand that now he doesn't have to have a very big game. He doesn't need to cultivate like he did in those days where he had to have his fan base to fans his movie. Now he's more of on a semi-retirement, so he does something like a movie once in a year or once in 2 years. So maybe fans are not that important, but why pay a lip service and say that, it is an emotional moment for all of you to come and see Baba and, my all this thing and all this blah blah, and then so not even a word, that at least he should have the decency to stay at home or, at least, make arrangements for the fans who came to at least have a cup of coffee in the morning and send them off politely. Because it is them who have been made him into a Taleva. This is the state that is going through. I think this kind of treatment, I already had pulled a fast one on the fans by saying that he is joining politics, and then finally he decided that he's not joining politics because there is COVID all around. So he says because of COVID I'll have to go campaigning, and now if I go campaigning with my health and all that, I'll get sick and then I'll fall. So in fact, he says that if I fall ill and I am this thing, what are you people going to do for me? So my health, my life is more important than all of you people. And so he decided to abandon his CM post. Luckily for Tamil Nadu and for his fans, I think all for Vasa also, I think. What would have happened if he had become CM and then COVID had come? Probably he would have not even got out of his CM's residence. No, we would have not seen him for 2 years, I think. Maybe after 2 years he will come out and if he'd say that again the COVID is not gone, there is still some COVID running around. Here I have some few cases in Chennai. So I cannot meet enough you people. Please drop your complaints in the box and that's all. But at the same time, I'll continue to act in movies because studio floors and locations are the most safest place in the earth. Very, very safest place. So there are the people like scribes like me come. We are not doubly, I think, 4 times vaccinated, and we are people all the people on the sets and everybody is so well, where we say vaccinated, and we have double checked for viruses was locations and film shootings and dubbing centers and editing rooms and all are very well safer than the hospitals. So you can continue to act, but politics no, because you got to go and stand on platforms and you have to meet with people who don't know, who are not heard about Modi's vaccination scheme. And they don't carry certificates with Modi's photograph because I think also they have some kind of anthema or something. Anyway, that is the tale of the superstars and the superstardom and the fans. So this is what luckily Thalapathy Vijay is continuing to nurture his fans, and his fans are all gearing up for the big fight on Pongal because Thalapathy is taking on Ajith, who doesn't want to be known as Thala Ajith. He just wants to be known as Ajith. So after some 7 or 8 years, both his giants are clashing. So Vijay has geared up all his fans, and all his fans are all not thrilled and working overtime to make that great day Pongal the success, Warriors to be the success of their idol, biggest career. Because last time Beast, a lot of people who like him and who don't like him said that movies didn't collect and it had made a loss, very small loss, nominal loss. Producers claim that they made a very huge profit. So anyway, we have no complaints. He's a man who puts some money who has to complain, so there is no complaints. So that ends the problem. And as far as Ajit is concerned, his producer has been for last two films Boni Kapoor, and Boni Kapoor also says the same thing that he is very happy. He is very very happy now. His third movie, and so after this movie, what is he going to do in the South? Nothing. He's just going to go back to Bombay and sit tight because. Nasty people said last time they just sort of broke even or didn't even break even, and now this movie will make or break Body Kapoor's back. So, leaving at that, fans are intact. Don't worry, fans are intact for everybody. Everybody was coming there, and The size of fans we can know because on Friday Vadivelu Wildgate 12 comedian Vadivelu comes after a very big gap to screen with nice Shaker returns and there was rains. Cyclone had not yet set in, there was rains. And since he didn't have any fan clubs because he himself has pushed a lot of people in the film industry on the wrong side and I don't think he has got any fans other than the main creators and trawlers and things like that. So nobody turned up at the theater, and I Shaker Returns was a miserable opening. Add to that, you had the director who combined all these old films, and they thought that the audience is just waiting to come there and see him on big screen, and then get a kind of a thrill that they would get when they see their favorite comedian back. Well, he has been caught in the trap. He doesn't realize that it is just not the presence of a person of a charisma or that counts anymore. You also need content. All these guys would have been all of them are in bad shape if they don't go in for content. They're all running around for content. And Vadivelu with a director called Suraj who doesn't believe that content is key. And so both of them together thought that by merely putting some one-liners and throwing all those punches here, left, here, and there, and Vadivelu will put the box office coming. But Cyclone or no Cyclone, I think return should is a one-way ticket. There's no return. It is definitely a return ticket for Vadivelu back to the pavilion. There's no doubt about it. Vadivelu's back to the pavilion ticket has been booked by this movie. He'll be lucky if any of these superstars want to cast him as a sidekick. I think that way he might be, redeem his lost name. Let me do. This is for this thing. So much for fandom, fan clubs in the south, and to all those fans who were sent back without even a cup of coffee. Adios, goodbye, Kodambakam, undiluted, Ayappa Prasad. Yeah, bye bye.